Our next innovator from Triporati, please welcome the chairman, Jim Hornthal, and the chief product officer, Ms. Charlene Wang.
Thank you very much. So the economy is kind of perilous right now, but just in case, being an optimist, raise your hand if you think you might take a vacation this summer. Okay. Now keep your hand up if you don't know where you're going to go yet. Okay, so the question now, and Josh's slide started with, where you're going to go. That's a problem because all the sites that we're looking at online begin with the comment of where you're going to go. It's the first step required on Travelocity, Expedia, Orbitz, and Kayak is from and to. But if you don't know the two, you're not alone. Over 70% of leisure travelers 6 months before they go on vacation don't know where they're going to go yet. They do know roughly when they're going to go. They tend to know what they like to do, and they more or less know who's going to go with them. So I want to be very clear, search is not the same as discovery. In fact, the guys at Google said if you think search is hard, try discovery. How can you recommend or consider some place you've never heard of or never been to? And who do you trust? So what we're trying to do is expand the palette of possibilities, which really feeds the entire leisure travel food chain for destinations, for suppliers, for travel agents, and for consumers. And it's especially valuable in a soft and uncertain economy. Now, there's been other discovery problems. You've probably heard of the Human Genome Project, where we've recently decoded 25,000 genes, which tell us more about who we are. Biologists, chemists have spent a long time analyzing those genes. If you're a fan of music, you may have heard of a website called Pandora and the Music Genome Project. When you hear a song you like, you may not know you like it because it's a B-flat major and a 4/4 time and a fuzzy oboe. Well, they have musicologists who analyze the DNA of songs and have 400 attributes that they lay out to tell you why you like the songs you like, so they can recommend other songs that might appeal to you. Now, a moment of digression, if you will, linguistic digression. People who know literature are called the literati. People who know Hollywood are the glitterati. So people who know trips, we figured, must be called the triporati. And what we had to do is create the Vacation Genome Project. We've identified 62 primary attributes, activities, and interests for leisure travel. Our analysis has been done by a team of 65 travel experts who've collectively authored over 550 guidebooks, Fromer, Fodor, Lonely Planet, and they've ranked attributes by destination on a universal scale. So our current database has 1,200 destinations and over 500,000 data points of those attributes in those destinations and the level of appropriateness for those destinations, and we're adding more destinations every week. The user experience we call Destination Discovery. It starts with a list of activities and interests, and users can select as many as 10 attributes, and one of our engineers confirms that there's actually 560 quadrillion unique combinations when you pull from a list of 62, and rank order matters. We take the 1,200 destinations, you can further filter it by geography, and the result is that you have unlimited personal profiles. If Philip and I were going on a vacation, I might want to do different things than if I were going with my son or my wife. So we think that schizophrenia is a good thing, and we let you keep unlimited personalities within your profiles. What we do is we act as a curator, and we build guide pages that have original content on these destinations. We also have dozens of relevant resources. Some of the great innovations that we've seen so far in this conference are resources that Triporati can take advantage of through feeds and links. We have transactional links and ads to facilitate commerce, including booking widgets, and we collaborate with partners, including AAA and others, which we'll get to. So with that, we're going to go into a demo, and Charlene will take us to the site. And we begin with discovering great trips. So Charlene's going to pick things that we want to do on this next vacation. We've got architecture, we've got art, always like cruising and culture, fine dining. We've got history, and we've also got monuments and museums. But the order's not right, so we're going to drag and drop the order because we weight order the preferences very importantly. We're going to go in July. It's a summer vacation. We're going to take 2 adults, and the economy's kind of tight. So we're going to go on economy. Show me the places in the world that are best suited to what I want to do in July on this vacation. And we're sorry, but we have we have to log in. I think that's the problem when you abandon your computer for too long. What you will see, trust me, coming soon to a screen near you, is a map. And the map is pulled from 1,200 destinations through the analysis, through the recommendation engine, and allowing our users to browse and sort the choices of trips that are best for them. So we're going to try this again. In July, 2 people, and recommend. And if that doesn't work, there we go. And the gears are crunching as the data is manipulating. And what we see is, of my choices, the first choice happens to be St. Petersburg, Russia. Now, I've never been to St. Petersburg, Russia. So we want to see maybe what does St. Petersburg, Russia offer me. It's got architecture, cruise, fine dining, all the things I want. And it's the most gorgeous city on the eastern edge of the Baltic Sea. Sounds like a cruise is a possibility. So if we go to the guide page for St. Petersburg, Russia, we'll walk you through some of the content that we've aggregated in our role. By the way, trips that are similar, once we know the DNA, St. Petersburg has a lot in common with Prague, with Venice, with Krakow, with Budapest. And as we look through, Simon Richmond wrote this for us. He's one of our experts. He wrote the Frommer Guide and the Lonely Planet and Rough Guide to this part of the world. So he knows his stuff. We pulled in photos from Flickr and Google. If we scroll down, we've got videos from our own proprietary video library, as well as links to Google and YouTube. We have links to Wikipedia, WikiTravel. We're pulling in some ads from Google AdSense. We're going to come back to the Facebook apps in a minute. We've got the weather by season, as well as St. Petersburg news, which we've pulled up. Now, if we go to the top and we go through the different tabs, we've got hotels, and we're doing a kayak feed for some great hotels. In addition, we have the what to do, which includes a live feed from Eventful. So right now, there's a weekday mass. There's a downtown St. Pete historic walking tour. We go to the guides and blogs, and we're pulling in real-time blogs. If someone in here wants to do some blogging on St. Petersburg, the next time we refresh, we'll pull it in. We're also getting you to the Photos St. Petersburg page. We're going to not take you to the Photos homepage or the Photos Russia page, but make it very efficient for you. We also have travel reviews, TripAdvisor and Virtual Tourist, again, honed down to these 1,200 destinations. In terms of tools, we're also offering people a chance to find out if there's what the currency exchange rates are right now. Are there any CDC shot requirements? What's the visa and passport issues? And maybe they want to buy a guidebook while they're at it. We talked about the Facebook app. We're going to jump up to the tab up top there. And we've got an app that just launched Friday called Triporati Travel Friends. And just because I'm going to London and you're going to London doesn't mean we should necessarily travel together. Because I'm staying in a 2-star hotel and I want to go to the museums, and you're staying in a 5-star hotel and you want to go to the theater, how do I know which of my friends like what I like? So here's a case where we find that Jay and I have an 86%, is that right? 78% match. He likes culture, art, architecture, history, a lot of things I like. And in fact, if we look at the tab, sure enough, St. Petersburg is my #1 choice on the Facebook app. Turns out that for Jay, it's his 15th choice. So maybe I should consider traveling with Jay. He sounds like he'd be someone that would be fun to travel with. The other thing that we have going for us on Facebook is, in addition to talking about the experts who've guided us, one of the most valuable resources are the friends who know me and who've been there. So we have a direct link into cities I visited. And now I find that I know David Martin, Eric Tillenius, George Drysdale, Julia Popowitz. They've all been to St. Petersburg. And by being to St. Petersburg, I'm one click away from sending them a note saying, hey, David, you know me. You've been to St. Petersburg. What do you think? Do you think I'd like it? Should I go? So we're trying to let you have a validation engine with your friends to complement the recommendation engine from the experts. So we're going to go back to the slideshow and talk about demo. Collaboration engine is the last part of the equation. Most people don't travel alone. So we talked about you can have unlimited user profiles. We let you have unlimited group profiles. And rather than trying to guess what my friends want to do, we let you start with your own profile, be very selfish, what do you like, and then invite your friends to collaborate with you. Each user sets their own unique preferences, and the collaboration engine looks for the highest, most common points of interest to create a hybrid profile to then go search the database. We also create a private message board, nothing worse than spam of people saying, this is my travel, this is what I don't like. So it's all waiting for you at Triporati when you're ready. And if we go take a look at how that appears, on my profile page, I've got schizophrenia, a bunch of limited trip profiles, but the group profile we're going to look at is the one called 5 Gyms. So we're going to view that. You can see each column has each user with their own interests and priorities: bicycling, beach activities, swimming, golf, beach activities, fine dining. And what our collaboration engine has done is create a 6th hybrid person. And by that, we then can pull up the map and find out which places would appeal the most for this group. And then there's a message board. You can start posting comments, as in, if you bring your golf clubs, I'm not going. Well, then I'll go back and remove golf, reorder my list. It'll create a new map, and everyone will be emailed saying, Jim's changed his preferences, come check out the new options. So as a collaboration engine, complemented by the validation from your friends and the recommendation expert, we think we're finally giving consumers a chance to latch on to a new way to discover where they can go. Now, the way we offer it, in addition to our own site, is importantly through co-branded partner sites. We have a site up with AAA right now, initially with the Carolinas Club. Thank you for that introduction, Philip. And on their homepage, they're offering destination discovery. And what's interesting is for them, it's their booking engine, it's their preferred suppliers, it's their partners. And so we've customized the site to allow them and their members to take full advantage of the destination discovery technology and content that TRIPORATI has developed. Thank you very much.
TRIPORATI.